Right, today we're going to learn how to calculate angles without using a protractor, but it's important to know that we do need to know certain rules and we do need to be given certain information before we can do so. And the first of those rules that we should know, which you should already also be familiar with, is that the interior angles of a rectangle will add up to 360 degrees. Interior angles, we mean the angles on the inside. And the second is that the interior angles of a triangle add up to only 180 degrees. Now this we all know, we've learned this before, but you will do much better at geometry if you understand the reasons why this is so. And the easiest one of these two to explain would be our rectangle. So if we look at a rectangle, we all know that it's got four interior angles, or four angles on the inside. There we have our first angle of 90 degrees. We have our second angle of 90 degrees. Now when you've got two 90-degree angles, you should end up with a rectangle. But it just shows that all four of those angles are equal to, when you add them up, they should give you 360 degrees. And the name that we give to a closed four-sided shape is a quadrilateral. That means it's got four sides. Sorry, I'm thinking and talking. It's got four sides. That word quad actually means four. Right, so having done that, we now move on to a normal rectangle, and we understand why a rectangle's interior angles add up to 360 degrees. But now let's look at why a triangle's interior angles add up to only 180 degrees. Here we have a standard rectangle, and if I take one of those sides away, I remove one of those sides now. So now I'm going to turn this into a triangle quickly. Come on. There we go. I now have a triangle with only 1, 2, 3 interior angles and 1, 2, 3 sides. But look what I've done. I've taken away one straight line. Now we all know that a straight line is called a straight angle, and a straight angle has a size of 180 degrees. So I had 360 degrees inside my quadrilateral. I've removed one whole side. Effectively, I've taken away from this a whole 180 degrees. So I'm only left with 180 degrees. This is why these angles, interior angles of my triangle, add up to only 180 degrees. Let's take this one step further and look at other shapes that we might have. Here we have a pentagon. Now this pentagon has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So this is a 5-sided shape, or a pentagon. It's got 5 sides. Now what we've done here, we have added one side, or if you will, we've added one side or one straight line, or actually we've added another 180 degrees to the existing 360 degrees of a four-sided shape. So we now have the 360 degrees of a quadrilateral plus another 180 degrees. So that would be our four sides, plus we've added another one side, and that will give us a total of 540 degrees for the pentagon. Finally, if I look at a six-sided shape, we know that I have 4 sides on my rectangle. The interior angles would add up to 360 degrees. I add another 2 sides, so I've added another 2 sides, or I've added an extra 180 degrees for one straight angle, and I've added another 180 degrees for a second straight angle. I've got one side, 2 sides. Both sides are straight angles, so all together that should leave me with 720 degrees that the interior angles of this hexagon, if I add them up, would add up to.